God bless. Welcome back to Twist and Shout. I'm Shar, of course, and happy 6-week postpartum to me. To God be the glory. Y'all, physically, technically, we're sort of kind of in the clear. If you don't know, with C-sections, they do say 6 to 8 weeks. I finally got to see my doctor, and it was bitter sweet, you guys. Yeah. Long story short, I believe I was the last C-section he performed. And okay. I have a lot to talk about. Like, even my other video where someone attempted to even fuss me out off of my thoughts and opinions. Let me backtrack. Okay. Let me say this. I said in the last video, first of all, I'm not going to say his name, so don't ask me his name. But my doctor was my doctor all 3 pregnancies. He also was my doctor with my mom. So he performed her C-sections. All 4 of them. She had 4, and she had 1 natural birth, and that was a breached birth, and that was my older sister. And that's why I say it's bittersweet, because he's almost like family, and that's all we know. Now, that doesn't take away or add to my feelings in reference into my C-section. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit as well. Just for the sake of facts, my C-section was not yet scheduled. On January the 20th, I was scheduled for a regular 38-week check. I was 38 weeks in 3 days. So I'm going to get checked like I don't do. Baby heart rate, checking on me. And I was supposed to start the paperwork for pre-op and all that jazz. That's what was supposed to happen on January the 20th, not Isabella. But because my blood pressure was inconsistent, they sent me to the hospital. And because it was still inconsistent, after some hours, they performed what would be considered an emergency C-section. I want to make that clear because I feel like by me saying I was having contractions, that automatically put it in people's mind that I was expected to somehow have this natural, because that wasn't the case. I've had 2 previous C-sections, so the idea was this is going to be a C-section. I also was told, and from reading, that contractions could have been the result of the high blood pressure. Like, they're kind of like interchangeable. Like, your body is not normal. It's not stable. So the body is panicking. That's what I was told. And that's a little bit about what I read. Now, I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. So I don't know. But I do know that I still stand on the fact that to act as an emergency C-section, I still don't think, in my personal opinion, that was the best thing. And I say that because preeclampsia is the idea of a consistent high blood pressure that will put you and the baby in danger. My highest number was 174, and that was only for a couple minutes. And then it dropped to 154, then 140 something, and then it stayed somewhere around 130 something. Now, at the time, I'm thinking in my mind, okay, 30 must not be great, but it certainly isn't bad. But then when I went to the doctor on yesterday, mine was 130 something, and I was told you don't have to take the high blood pressure medicine, which would, in my mind, indicate that that wasn't a problematic number, and that number should not have been a number to determine an emergency C-section. That's my piece. So I just want to make that clear, because I know a lot of times I talk fast. I don't articulate as I should, because that's an issue I have, especially when I'm emotional. And it still is an emotional thing for me. And I will hope and pray that someone will actually ask questions and not assume and look at the whole picture and the whole matter. The whole picture and matter was I was not scheduled to have the C-section. And the fact that I had to have it alone made things even worse for me. But now we're here. 6 weeks exactly today that I'm filming this, which is March 3rd. Don't know when you'll see this, but just know that I'm filming this on March 3rd, the exact mark of 6 weeks. And my incision is there, is present. It didn't heal up as beautiful as I wanted to, like with Jace, because it did come open a little bit on the side, but that's neither here or there. Pain-wise, I've been stopped taking the ibuprofen because I'm going by what was said to me the previous year, not previous year, but the previous pregnancy, I was told not to use ibuprofen and breastfed. That's what I was told. So this year, I was a little shocked and surprised that it was prescribed to me. But as soon as I could tolerate, I just stopped taking it. So we're talking about a week and a half in, I just stopped taking it. Energy-wise, it's still very low. I am on iron pills, and I actually have been told to increase from 1 a day to 2 a day, which is, you know, you hate taking medicine, and you hate knowing there's a problem that you can't fix. But it's definitely affecting me in the matter of being fatigued and being extremely cold. I'm talking about to the point of aching and shutting down mentally, like that kind of cold. Where don't talk to me, don't touch me. I just want to crawl in some covers. So yeah, Isabella is fine. She's had 2 doctor's appointments. On the 30th of this month, she goes for her shots because she'll be 2 months. That part. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, but so far she doesn't have any threatening issues. I know you guys have noticed the discoloration here. It's called stork bite or angel kisses. It is believed to lighten or at least go away, and it could take up to 18 months. So it's not threatening, and I don't care. She's beautiful to me no matter what. I think it makes her unique. What else can I tell you guys? There's a lot going on in this house. It is a struggle to juggle 3 kids of different age groups. A 13-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a newborn. I don't know how people do this, or people who do this and work. I thank God that I'm home, but being a stay-at-home mom doesn't necessarily make it any easier. And let me see. So, Isabella is just as active as she was in the womb. She is, when I'm changing her, she's flipping over. When I'm trying to get her tummy time, she's flipping over. And I'm like, God, I asked for a girl thinking she was going to be calmer than Jace. But Jace was chill when he was just, okay, I'm here. He was very alert and bright, I would say. And when I say bright, I mean, he seemed to been mature to be a newborn, if that makes sense. Like, he was alert, he was attentive, and his emotions seemed to be attached to him early on, like what should hurt, what should be uncomfortable, what should be sad and happy. More so speaking about happy, sad, like mad, that type of thing. Like, those things seem to be aligned appropriately, like someone older than him. Because, you know, newborns tend to cry a lot for legit reasons and not really so legit reasons, but it's legit because they're newborns and they can't talk. But you get what I'm saying? Like, but for him, he's just like, I'm not going to waste energy crying because it's not that serious. So if it wasn't to be fed, or maybe possibility upset stomach, that was it. You didn't hear much from him. Oh, and when his dad tried to get in his face, for some reason, he was like, get out of my face. But I told him, now that I think about it, it could have been like the beard, no beard thing, because he was in November. And November is right around that time where, you know, the men do the little, maybe I shave, maybe I won't type thing. And I think his birth, he didn't have it. And then after that, he kind of grew it. But anyway, yeah. Jace is a huge help. He loves her. He always wants to be in her face. Ariana is a huge help up until now because she decided to bruise her bone. And if you know anything about that, the recovery is that equivalent of a broken bone. Playing with her friend at school. But we ain't even gonna talk about that. Nope. We're not gonna talk about that. Having a mommy moment. But anyway, God is good. I truly thank you guys for being patient with me. I thank you guys for all the gifts, all the monetary donations. They are of great use. Even, y'all, it is so expensive having a new baby. I'm thinking, okay, I have some money to save to the side in case something happens. No. We were gifted a car seat, but we had to get another car seat because this car seat was huge and it was not, like, we could not fit everybody in the car safely with it. So we had to go get an infant car seat. And that made things easier for like when we go out. So that was what, $60. We had to, well, I had to, we had to go through changing of bottles because she was not satisfied. I've never seen nobody like, my thing is with Miss Sister Girl, I'm like, you have to eat. So, and you don't want to latch on me. She does not want to latch on me. Like, we have to fight for like 30 minutes and then finally she'll give in and go to sleep and be tired. And then when she wakes up, she's hungry because she didn't feed for long. It's a struggle. Sister Girl don't want nothing to do with these. So I'm pumping. So that's a whole thing too, because I had my pump with Jace, then that wasn't working properly. And I realized now, because that probably was a situation with him too, that because it wasn't pulling like it should, my milk supply was trying to go down because it's thinking, okay, the demand wasn't there. But fortunate enough, someone gave me one that they only use once and they're a family member. But that one is doing some weird stuff too. Like, it cuts off randomly. And I'm like, God, I need my breast pump. So I called the insurance people today and hopefully I get one in the mail soon. But freezer bags, I had to buy those for the breast milk. Totally expensive. I already went through a 50 count. I'm working on a 25 count. And that's me being inconsistent. Because if I was consistent, I probably would have been. My next thing will probably just get 100 count. So storing milk just in case for rainy days. We're going out of town. How is that going to work? I don't know. What else, you guys? I feel like myself now, and I'll be honest with you, like a week ago, I felt like I was going to break. I felt like depression was hitting so hard, and I literally created a whole video letting you guys know that I was going to take a break from YouTube for the whole month of March and not post and not deal with social media at all. And that I was considering changing the content here. Like, which, that's a whole nother video. We're going to talk about that in another video, but I'm not going to take up too much of your time now. This is just a happy 6-week postpartum. We're well, we're good. And I just want to give y'all that piece so you guys can have a feel about what's going on over here. We're still actively pumping milk. We're still getting up in the middle of the night. One time, she doesn't do it consistently, but that one time she'll get up, keep her eyes open for 30 minutes an hour, and then she'll go right back to sleep. I still been reading my word and praying. Me and Jacob are actually, I feel like we're closer. I feel like our marriage is stronger. I feel like my relationship with my children are better. Everything just seems to be great right now, and I thank God for that. And I just want to share that piece with y'all, for y'all to keep praying for me. Do not stop praying. I love you guys. God bless. Take care. Bye.